In this video, we'll look at Advanced Personal Training Assessment Task 1 assignment. The following units will be covered as part of this assessment task. In this task, you need to complete a number of templates, which will be looking at upper cross syndrome and lower cross syndrome, which are postural issues you would have learnt about in class. So for each of these syndromes, you need to look at a number of aspects. So to start with, you need to look at the deviations. So for upper cross syndrome, you need to look at what deviation is going to occur at the neck, whether it's forwards, backwards, the thoracic, whether it's internally, externally rotated, etc. Same for the shoulders and arms. So we're looking at the deviations. And then you need to discuss the muscle imbalances that are causing the deviations. So generally here, you're going to discuss what is too tight and what is too weak. So after that, you need to look at the movement dysfunctions. So first of all, movement dysfunctions caused by upper cross syndrome in the shoulders, the scapula, the thoracic, and the neck. So we're looking at whether there's limited movement, excessive movement, etc. And then the last section, you need to look at possible injuries associated with the syndrome. Again, in section 3 is similar to section 1, but this time we're looking at lower cross syndrome. So you need to discuss the deviations in the lumbar, pelvis, hips, lower legs and feet. So again, by deviation, we're looking at, is there an excessive lumbar curve? Pelvis, are they internally, externally rotated? Sorry, that relates to the hips, whether the pelvis is forward or back. Muscle imbalances. So again, what muscle imbalances are causing the issues above? So again, we're looking at deviations and muscle imbalances. Again, once we get to 4, we're again looking at movement dysfunction. So with lower cross syndrome, lumbar, what movement dysfunctions would you get there? At the pelvis, at the hips, again, is there going to be limited or excessive movement based upon this syndrome? Possible injuries associated with the syndrome. And also there's an extra section here, list 8 measurement tools that can be used to support posture and function and analysis. So you're going to be writing down here some ways you can test posture, some tools that can be used, whether it's measuring tapes, strings hanging from the roof. You will have gone through a number of these in class by now. So this assessment task is fairly straightforward. You just need to complete components 1, 2, 3, 4, but make sure you're accurate and you refer to the information you've learned in class off your trainer to ensure this information that you provide is accurate.